Representative Donalds mentioned that Ms. Washington says that she thinks this isn't an isolated incident. Of course, we have the New York Post article that talks about a FEMA official who went on and said that avoiding white or conservative-dominated disaster areas was an open secret within the agency. You state that there's nothing in the policy that, and I will say I've been in enough of these, and that's the expected answer from any administrator. Of course, it's not in the policy. It's from our standpoint, it's not the policy that we're concerned with. It's not in the policy for the IRS to target conservatives. It's not in the policy for NIH to fund gain-of-function research. It's not in DHS policy for them to release foreign terrorists into our land, but they are. It's not policy of the FBI to target school teachers or people of faith, but all this is happening. And the common response is, well, it's not in the policy manual. Well, we're concerned about the culture. And I do not think that it's in a stated policy or in the culture to specifically say, skip over Trump signs. But I am concerned about if there's not a proactive response to make sure that that isn't clear within the culture, that that kind of attitude should not be accepted at all. And I will point to this. FEMA's current strategic plan lists 3 goals. The first goal is to instill equity. We know that these DEI initiatives have had a discriminatory aspect in it. We've seen a lot of companies now having embraced it out of altruistic means, but understanding that what they do is they ask us to discriminate proactively. One of the things it mentions is this plan lists racial minorities, even religious minorities, as individuals who should be the beneficiaries of equity. So I would ask you, who's a religious majority, or a racial majority? Does FEMA make decisions about resources distributed according to these policies? Because this is in the strategic plan. And so whatever your case is on this, you're asking your employees to make distinguishment between individuals as opposed to just meeting a need. I tell people all the time in our office, we don't care who you are, we don't care what your voting record is, we don't care your background, your whatever. When you walk into our office, as many offices here, or even across the aisle, we're here to help and to help get your case through. I think that should be the very clear standing of FEMA, and I would encourage you to revise your strategic plan and rid it of all the DEI. We'll be addressing this actually in a markup, I think, tomorrow. But if you could do that, I think that would go a far way to making sure we have a proactive culture to where it's very clear so these isolated incidences don't pop up. Because what we didn't see in that text thread was any pushback on that either. And that should have been clear, like, no, we're not about that. That's not what FEMA's about. And I would encourage you to do that.